Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Jefferson. And this is caught off the deflection. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy who's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense. And in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Jefferson's pass.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. To throw on second down. Jefferson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. The 40. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Bengals. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Bengals 14, Jaguars nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the driveway to get at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw on second down. Jefferson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Jaguars nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Bro, what are you doing, bro? Oh.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and a half to go, first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jefferson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Operating from the gun. Jefferson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. It borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Jaguars 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
For Jacksonville.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On second down. It's Drake, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The 36-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jefferson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Jaguars 3.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Drake. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Open man is Ross, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Jaguars 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and set.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Jaguars 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Drake will start the drive on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Kenyon Drake with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Jefferson. This is Chenault on the receiving end.
Jefferson's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on second down, Jefferson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Jaguars 24.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting a home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the out.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And the Jaguars.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Jefferson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jefferson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And a Jaguar first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Another 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So far, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And some strong running. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard. Again, it's Burrow. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. To throw on 2nd down, Jefferson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
The 45-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy 1st. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. There's a short one caught by Uzama. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard.
And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Complete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
A 36-yard attempt.
McCrane's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jefferson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll air this one toward Coleman. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. From the gun, Jefferson. And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Burrow looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
The ball carrier.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
At their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
47-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. This is out quickly to the right, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Number 11.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 40-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Down.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The kick by Lambeau is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10. But I remember it. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A final shot now for Burrow. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
There ain't no joke out here right now. Let's go, let's go.
Today's final.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.